Hello, my fellow friends of the Dryads. Rhadamant here. Thanks for tuning in to episode 48 of Keepers of the Gauranlen Grove, which originally aired live on Twitch August 2nd. Alright. Mr. Kadath, you're going to go haul the Berserker Pulse. Maybe not getting your shelves shut. Cool. Yeah. They used a little mini slugger to take the knees out. I have no idea why there was a loud zone up here anyway, so I'm going to be removing that now that Kadath has done that. And we'll be back to finish this up another time. But right now, I am going to think about those Thrumbo, right? So it's nighttime, so now would be the wrong time for Thrumbo, but tomorrow morning I think we have to focus on the Thrumbo, and then we'll go back to the cluster. And yeah, he does have a story, you're right. A good one, too. And a transport pod crash from Kasigo Kinship. So Kasigo oh god, you are far away and dying fast. I don't even know if I can rescue you in time, but the bionic supercharged Mara will attempt. So I do want to be friends with the Kasigo friendship, or kinship, so I'm not gonna float the idea of imprisonment, but let's see how good you are anyway. Already blockage, so you're 72, and you have terrible passions and stats, so I don't really care about that, but I would like to try to get it to survive. Bernona, it wouldn't be a good rescuee because she doesn't medical at all. So I sent Mara, who moves fast due to the bionic leg and the neural supercharge, because I think she'll be first on the scene. And then I'm just going to do triage and bring this kin home once I'm out there. Mara has terrible medical skill, as you can see, but at least can stop bleeding, which is really what matters now. And Bernona's already fully healed up from the chest shot she took. Alright, Mara, how's it going? We had to see some nasty corpses. I'm sorry, you're in the deep woods. Alright, Area 1. Or actually just draft and, oh, right, there's none of that. Because you're not a doctor. Fine, rescue. I guess there is no battle tending for people like that, so I'll tend like this. Luckily, it's only 2 bad cuts, so patching this up is easy. And then allow zone, rescue, and done. Rescue is complete, and I can get rid of that zone. Nona is finishing up the geotherm. Cool. You can't battle 10 people, only yourselves, not enemies or anything. Yeah, it does make it a little bit trickier. I'm sort of curious if that was like intended to make it harder for you to battle tend or unintended. I'm not again sure at all. But the fact that you only can battle tend your own people is certainly a challenge. Everyone always wants to be good. No, our last 2 series, as Zeleb points out, we were extraordinarily evil. The last series I ran was we were basically We were essentially a suicide cult, trying to murder the entire globe. And then the one before that, we were cannibalistic, evil spirits. So I don't always play good. And even in this series, we've been organ harvesting and doing all sorts of nasty stuff like that, too. We are chaotic neutral in this series, so I just do what serves our community best, which often is not being friendly to anyone else. Alright, I'm going to add a bit of a concrete pad around here so trees don't sprout, blocking anything. But I do actually have a poll that does bring me to mention. I have a poll right now that you can vote on what kind of series we run next. So if you're interested in voting, just if you're a subscriber of mine, you can, well, not even vote, but propose a series. So if you're a subscriber of mine, you can propose ideas of what next to run. Also looks to me like we just got a whole lot of Devil Strands. So Kadath, I'm going to get you to be allowed to make Devil Strand clothing. And then that also reminds me that I have Thrumbos out here that need a bit of murdering. So we're not quite... Really? You're sleeping in past noon? Alright, Mara, guess what? Take your wig up. Don't get addicted? Okay, good. Sed should stay here. Sed, can you drop your weapon to... Where are you? Drop your weapon to Mr. Johns, and Mr. Johns will go. Because Sed's one lung and also, you know, currently recovering from an addiction. Alright, hunt time. Without further ado. Yeah, so if you are a subscriber of mine and you want to vote on what sort of series I should run next for Ideology, once this ends, there is a poll, or a form, that I have on Discord that's for Patreon patrons and Twitch subs only, and you can propose whatever you want. There is, you know, there's a whole lot of choices. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to have Bernona piss this thing off and have the other shooters on the other side of the marsh. I'm just going to pull the plug right, or pull the trigger right now. And I think it will be very easy to kill it as it tries to cross this marsh, because marsh movement speeds are terrible. And I'll even hit the combat command off Bernona so we don't miss very often. And it was one that had a bad back to start, so that's a big disadvantage. And it's down. Alright, Bernona, temporarily I'm going to let you unrestrict, and you then can finish it off. Everybody else, let's set up for next Thrumbo. In Codsworth, I'm going to add this as the allowed zone, and you are going to haul it. One down, 4 to go. You thought the Wendigos were cute? Ah, they were cute. They were cute in their own cannibalistic, murdery ways. I've had requests and suggestions and questions on whether or not I would sort of redo past series, like Survive the Swarm or the Wendigos or whatever else, with the new updates. And the answer is, yeah, I'm definitely down to do it if there is an audience for it. So if you want to propose that my next series be basically the Wendigos all over again, that's like totally cool with me. And then we'll get, you know, polled and we'll get a result. So I'm a little worried about their... You know what? I think Bernona's faster than the Thrumbo even at max tilt. So if I get a herd revenge, that's fine. I would just need to get these guys into cover. Dead. Not even down, just dead. Brain function, I think? Yeah. Too many shots to the dome ski. And good. We peeled yet another one off that wasn't a herd. If it's red, it's the whole group. If it's orange, it's just the singular. I don't know if you knew that, but if you didn't, there you go. That way you can tell at a glance, oh, it's just one. And because Brunona's faster than the Thrumbo, I can then use her to kite. It's unfortunate that she's the one with combat command, because obviously it would be a little bit better if she could offer the aura. But yeah, I mean, this is efficient. It's working. So there we go. That is both of them. That is a red tag, which means both are now hostile. If you ever are like super tribal and you want to clear them out very easily, you can also use an Insanity Lance and cause them to kill each other. That's a pretty effective way to clear out Thrumbo as well. Alright, let's get Brunona to be the bait. Nope, they didn't take it. Alright, let's have these guys split up so that someone can shoot at it while Brunona takes this Thrumbo for a bit of a trip. So as we plug more shots, it gets wounded and it gets slower and slower and slower. It looks like it's chasing Johns. And then the other one is going headlong for Jazz, so I'm going to have Jazz start luring that one away. Alright, Brunona will take this one out that's chasing Johns. And then Jazz gets to lure the other one. Jazz, run it back towards us. Thank you. Here, go run. And you keep moving. We have to do big wide circles so it can't catch up. And now it's chasing Brunona, but this one's pretty much already dead. And this one is very mortally wounded. Alright, that one's down. And this one's down too. Basically. Done and done. Alright, so the allowed zone is going to include these chickenpoxed Thrumbo so that we can finish them off and haul them. So 1, 2, and 3. And there we go. Thrumbo hunt's done. Let me update the current project. Clear the cluster. Schwang. And then clear out this allowed zone. Oh! Almost forgot about that. Now, honestly, I did forget about that, but seeing the allowed zone down there reminded me. So Noodle is going to be the one clearing out the rest of the cluster. The right leg injuries are almost all healed up. Mara could speed this up with Preach Health, so she will do that when she gets back. And then we're going to want to butcher... Whoa, these things are just disappearing. I like it. They're not even rotting. They're just going poof. At some point, I should probably have a Brunona haul all the corpses in my freezer that no longer feed a wolf over into the... or, you know, I could even have the silent bot. Yeah, I'll do that. Pet hauling. And the allowed zone should shrink. Oh, it's already done. So then put this. Copy. Paste. Delete. This doesn't really need to be a freezer anymore for corpses, so we'll change that. Gnarly, man. Alright, next up, Noodle heals, we clear out the cluster, and then I will pull you all about what we do next, whether it's the climate adjuster or the forced weather or something else. Probably one of those two, because it's very cold and it's only September. And then also, I feel like the constant thunder is kind of, it wears on the nerves, or at least on mine. Oh boy, moods. Elite expectations. The Grove Keeper has a higher expectation. So, the expectations for your people that have assigned roles are too higher than everybody else's. It's just a thing. Alright, Noodle's fully healed and fully rested. So, even though it's nighttime, you are going to go out there and clear out the rest of those clusterinos. Do we ever fix the Night Knave the 8th? Yes, we did. Now we have Lowland and Silent Bop and an Immature Dryad that will hatch in 5 days. Or, no, 3 days. And then a new Dryad in 5 days. It's a constant debuff, yeah. So if you take a look here at the... If you mouse over the rolls here, expectations, the bottom line, raised by 2 levels, that is what the expectations are. It's just a default, they expect more. Alright, Bernona's helping to... Let's have her start to cook Lavish again, and I'm going to cook up to 37 Lavish, so that we can use some of this meat, and then we'll also turn the meat into chem fuel, because I don't want it rotting here. There's no point in that. So hopefully someone will start clearing that out. Because look at the rice we have. In fact, speaking of the rice, we are out of other drugs. So let me do a run of drugs. We will do some hops and some psychoid. Because we have 2145 rice. Which is a lot more than we need. Okay, Noodle should be, yep, standing right where Noodle needs to be. Yeah, I'm gonna drill down this way. Then Mara. I'm going to be setting up the granite wall perimeter. Alright, Noodle's getting shot at. Means that's done. And Mara, oops. Haul the... Yeah, there we go. All set. Take cover! Thunk. And this is the last of the mech cluster. I will... The mini sluggers have an explosion radius just like other turrets, so it's a 3x3. And it doesn't go through walls. So these unstable power cells are mine. Claimed. And then this is going to be a pet hauling zone to help haul the mechs, and then also an allowed zone so that my people can haul them too. And first order of business is to get the power cells somewhere safe. So I think what I'm going to do is redesign this a bit for a power cell holder. So I'll put, oops, wow, I can paint by numbers. I'm going to put a honeycombed container back here for the power cells to sit in, where they will be protected from damage or whatever. Like that. So, Noodle. Let's get them in. Free power, yeah? It's like a vanometric. Cool. Awesome. And the rest of this stuff can be broken down. And some of that will yield plasteel. So let me break everything down and then not break down the power cells. Another thing I probably should do is to get rid of the corpses. So I'm going to have this not be in the allowed zone. And this will be for the human-like corpses, and I'll have Bernona do that at some point when she's not on the brink of... Well, when she recovers a little bit more of her recreation. Alright, what is next is up to you. So what to do next? We have the climate adjuster, the forced weather, the drone hack, and those three on the pole being timed. So the drone hack, as a little reminder, is this space drone intel hack where we gain intel, 1 of 5, on the location of the artifact or the relic or whatever you want to call it, called the seed box. So that is the next desired object, the next relic of the Gauranlen Grove keepers, and you need to get 5 intel, and that would be 1 of the 5. Dear Lord, did you not bring enough material, Mara, for a complete wall? It's close enough. I mean, it's closed, but oof. All right. The power cells are already, I think, part of a power grid now. Nope, they're not. There will be. And we have another worshipful village here for more intel about the seed box. Rexixwe and Ned Druinine, thanks for the follows. And Kadath for the bits that I totally missed. Shame on me. Here, free Yoda Cam, because I feel ashamed of not even noticing that. Uh-oh. What was that? Uh-oh. My free lung is about to be cauterized. Dun 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 dun. Really? Oh, he is nimble. Well, there goes a toe. I think you made a mistake. Alright, where is Mr. Johns? Oh, keep hauling that. And now Mara's on an insult spree. So what pissed her off was... elite expectations. Come on, man. That's... I can't even... It's not my fault. Have you done one of the drone hack missions before? I have, yes. I did one for my current relic here. In the Gauranlen's Bond that we have. One of the 5 was a drone hack. I think they're pretty cool. They're kind of like the crashed Royal Shuttle. Pretty similar. Alright, Kluber, if you want to keep your legs, you will behave. And you all say, manage the forced weather. So that will be my current project. Fix the weather. Alright. So the forced weather here is an outpost controlled by 10 pirates. If we're headed to kill 10 pirates... We're headed to kill 10 pirates. See if I can't force you to look at you guys. We're probably going to want Mara, Bernona. Unfortunately, Mara is insulting Bernona, so those two are not going to be happy with the assignment I'm about to give them. And then Bernona here probably should be butchering the Thrumbo. I know it's freezing cold outside, but like... I'd imagine that Bernona's about to get a... She's been assaulted 10 times. She's about to flip her you-know-what on Mara. Punch her in the you-know-where. Let's make a little bit more space for meat. There we go. Alright, someone making the chem fuel? No, no one is. Jazz. Make chem fuel. Really, dude? Put your chin so that they can see you. You're a zoo animal now. And hospitality for nobles. 16 days for a baron with 4 court allies. For this? I mean, I know she's got plant passions. I will have you vote on this, but the thing is, I don't know if I have the capacity to build a bedroom for a baron. I could try, but the barons require an impressive bedroom with a royal bed. Should I host the baron and 4 allies? Yes or no? And also, I think they, do nothing for 5 days? Or 5 of them do nothing for 16 days? Yes, 5 of them do nothing for 16 days. Oh, joy! I say. Oh, good. So, Jazz had none of that. Alright, so the dusters I'm going to make, I will now include Thrumbo. The shirts... In fact, you know what? Let's do Thrumbo all around. I think I have enough Thrumbo that I'm going to make everybody some Thrumbo wear for protection, because I don't have a lot of recon armor due to my lack of plasteel. So I will focus on Thrumbo. He's a little cold. I might need to turn down the AC. Ooh. Leave the poor boy alone. Alright, I'm not even going to time that one. You guys say no. I agree. I totally agree. Alright, so the Thrumbo is going to be stored in this temporary stockpile. Might as well. So this temporary stockpile will allow for manufacture, textiles, leathers. Yeah, so here we're not going to allow Thrumbo fur, and that should move this into this stockpile. Good. And that will allow for the quick tailoring. So if I want to take out this pirate site, there's a few different ways to do it. Really? You're going to bury your head again? I'm not going to allow you. I'm not going to allow you. You have to be cute for everybody. It's your purpose. You don't pass butter. You're just cute. You're just cute. Good boy. I'm not a monster. I reward him when he's cute. And I keep him warm. And fed and happy. So, tactics for the pirate side. Here is the 2. Now, they tend to be pretty small sites, so the possibility of a sniping kite might not be that easy. Oh, he's getting abducted. Might not be that easy. But if I have multiple people there, they can come in and out into the site. So I do have 2 sniper rifles, and what I could do is I could bring enough sniper rifles and assault rifles to be able to switch weapons depending on what is needed for the scenario. And you all can vote on the tactic I choose. And then also the animal pulsar might fail as well. Where are you going with that? For reals? I know there's no room, but that seems silly. So the animal pulsar might fail if there's not enough wild animals there to effectively take out the pirates. So we'll see about that as well. So it might, as a result, have to be some sort of hybrid of the tactics. Oops, I kept Bop on ranch. It's my bad. Oh, no, this Dryad is not hatched yet. Jumping the gun. So Marauder is fully healed from the social fight. Jazz is still... Wow, she messed you up, dude. Mara, go fix that. Preach. Preach, girl. So mean. Alright. Kadath. I have no idea why the, Alright, pet hauling. Thrumbo fur is not going to be allowed out there anymore. That's why. Let's haul that back inside. Luckily, the damage to the fur doesn't affect the quality of what comes out. But let me have him tailor up some stuff. So I'm going to make him tailor over Smith, and we'll get some Thrumbo out of him. I'm also going to turn off the deep drills for now, having these guys do other tasks. Like getting the... the power cells. So taking a look there, it looks like Animal Pulsar is going to be the way to go. So I'll be hauling over an Animal Pulsar in just a minute. Or really at the start of tomorrow, probably. Oh, all those dead bodies. It's not good for the mood. What are you doing? No, no, no. You don't uninstall it and then... Mr. Johns. I'm disappointed. Alright, everybody's having a bit of a mood problem, so I'm gonna schedule up some lavish meals. I made them for that exact issue. And then let's take a quick look. We can do a public execution of Kubler. So, if that's the case, I think we are best... Well, here. Prisoners. And let's have Mr. Johns do the surgery now. So you are going to be giving up a lung. Harvest a lung. And Johns. We'll get that done. Oh, Johns was hauling the power cell, so I'm going to have Mara fix that. Alright. Operate. And this is for Jazz. Jazz is missing a lung. Or no, not Jazz. Kadath? No, Sed. Sed's missing a lung. Why don't I harvest his heart? Because if we execute him ritualistically, it has a much higher mood reward than executing him with just harvest the heart. Because it'd be a public execution ritual, which has a much larger benefit. So right now what I'm doing is harvesting his kidney in case I need a kidney. And then as soon as he regains consciousness, I will sort of encourage him to have a mental break, and he'll be guilty, and then we'll execute him. And then said, this means you, my good man, can have your lung back. Or a different lung, but have a lung back. Done. Wonderful. All right, let's reset the medicine quality so that we don't accidentally use Glitter World if we don't mean to. Bernona, I need you to move the unstable power cell outside because I really don't want a whopping hole in my base. Please and thanks. then we'll set this this geothermal generator to be walled up in case for summers when we don't want the heat. Stop telling me about the hay. I don't care. Actually, I regret that. Deleting that grow zone. It's possible that sometime in the future this will be a enclosed Devil Strand farm or something like that, but I'm honestly about to have Codsworth go out there and chop all of the hay down so it stops telling me that it's dying due to the cold. It's like, I know, and I really don't care. So let me have him do that now. Oh, you know, it's set to potatoes, so it won't warn me anymore, because it's not the default crop. So, perfect. Alright, the Thrumbo meat did decay. I knew that was going to happen, but I did get some chem fuel out of it, so that's good. And we have visitors from the kinship. Cheetah, Beaver, and Masterbra. Mabusbra. Wow. That's a name. Alright, so it's about to be morning, and I'm going to send a contingency out to the Weather Forest so that we can clear up the storms, finally. We have the defensive perimeter to do it so that when our warriors are away, it's not a problem. We also have all of the transport pods to get there quick. That sounds good. So, Brenona, Mara, Jazz, Kadath, Mr. Johns. I am going to make sure she ate a lavish meal. Man, she is on the brink of... Oh, because of the insults. I'm a little worried about Brenona getting pissed off. I'm thinking about it. I might want to wait until she's not insulted, because if she has a mental break while I assault, it really is like a death risk. And I don't really want to risk her dying because she's been assaulted recently, so... I'm going to wait a bit. I'm going to wait until... for 15 more hours, so I'm going to wait until tomorrow when all of those assaults expire. And that will also give me an opportunity to get more Devil Strand or more Thrumble dusters on people's backs. Your dog has been blind since birth. Wow, that is tough. Dogs adapt. I mean, the thing is, dogs don't know that they're, like, disadvantaged, right? They don't have a concept of, oh, my life is tough or whatever. Which, in a way, makes them resilient because, you know, I've known... My uncle, for years, had a dog that he rescued from the side of a highway who had 3 legs. And, dog wasn't sad. Didn't know that, you know, 4 legs is supposed to be what dogs are. Oh, come on. Really? More? Well, at least you knocked him out. He's 98% over his wake-up addiction. So, pretty soon here, Sed will stop being a problem for our colony and become a benefit. But yeah, the tenacity of animals is pretty impressive, I find. Alright, Mara, preach health is on cooldown, so that's not helpful. Bye, dudes. My Dryads did manage to empty out the barn, let's call it. So that's awesome. We don't have corpses in there anymore, and if we do end up getting another meat eater, we'll get them their own new barn. Oh, and they're moving. They moved. Okay, let's have them do this better. This will be a dumping stockpile of corpses only. For Dryad haulers. What I think I'm going to do is to have yeah, to have my Dryads sort of preferentially trigger it. And here's a kinship shaman. I love it. Look at all that beautiful. In fact, the mech nodes here, I'd prefer just the plasteel, thank you. Let me break those down for plasteel. Because we can turn those into prosthetic parts, which then benefit everybody a lot more than just a few crummy lights. Alright, so you, all the plasteel home. No, I guess that's allowed. There, if you've already seen the corpses, just haul the last one. No harm in it now, right? And, like clockwork, dude goes berserk. Oh, he's guilty. Makes my job so much easier. Alright, Jazz and Kadath. Let's go, greet said fussy fuss with fists. Fisticuffs. I was going to try to game a situation where Mr. Kluber the Goober becomes guilty. Oh god, don't kill him, don't kill him. Melee, thank you. So that we can execute him. And, oh, I guess you don't have a leg now. Well, that's too bad. And that will help. So the advantage of this, of course, is it will dramatically help the mood across the colony. So the insults are about to drop off of Brunona, so she doesn't, pose a break risk, and then we'll have hopefully a brilliant and wonderful public execution of Mr. Berserk, so that we can bolster everybody's moods, and then go assault the weather site. So here it is. Expectation looks good. May the execution commence. Yep. And also, yeah, practice doctoring. That always helps. Yeah, totally. It's about me building up my doctoring skill. And because this execution is taking place with the reliquary here, we will get a guaranteed +3, even if it's a terrible execution. So there's a bit of a bonus there. And I could also immediately go into a Gauranlen Bond or a leader speech if I want, as well, which I'm thinking of. Swing. So that was satisfying. It's a +6, which is actually +9. And then let me quickly. Hey, everybody hang out a second. Is this blood, not blood? Alright, Kadath. I don't want to make the ritual room nasty, so I'm gonna haul the corpse out. Yeah, this is fake blood. It's all squibs. And we will immediately kick off a... let's kick off a Gauranlen Bond. Let's kick off a drum ceremony to try to get a new recruit. The expected quality was 98%. I guess I could change the colors now that it's not an execution. And this is also to bolster mood. The shaman merchant left, though. I'm an idiot. But that's okay. We all knew that. And it was fun, and we have a potential recruit who I'm going to accept, because we know he's of our ideology. He's a chemical interest and a jogger. If we review the rules here, chemical interest is allowed, so we will allow him in. He doesn't have any plant skill, which is unfortunate, but a jogger that has shooting skill is always going to be useful. Always going to be useful. So, let's go ahead and give him the allowed zone. He is going to replace Brunona as cook, so Brunona doesn't have to wear that hat. No chef's hat. Has a burning passion in animal handling, which works for me. Can hunt. And is going to be a resident artist. So he has a lot going on for him. I also probably needn't remind you that we're going to have a character raffle in 5 minutes for Henry. And Henry will take the bedroom that Mr. Kuber had. There we go. People arrived, and it was fun. So that is now a... She killed someone. Oh, cool. I didn't realize that she gets to... Yeah, that is awesome. That is oddly fantastic. She also, because she murdered someone during the... Best case scenario right there. So yeah, if we take a look at the moods, we have the benefit of the Gauranlen Grove relic at the ritual site, and the fun party +8, and the satisfying execution +6. Fantastic. And then this guy is going to help with the upcoming pirate site, I think. Which means that you're going to change guns with someone. With Kadath, maybe? If we want Kadath to stay home and be protected. With Kadath. And then... Kadath, when you wake up, change shotgun for you. Nice. Best case scenario right there. And we have a pod sprout. Just a totally random pod sprout. Not one that I had to pay for, so that's cool. So let's allow it. Let me also clean up some of this painting out here. This is to remind me that there's like metals and stuff, but there's a lot of other zones that are plan zones or whatever that aren't really needed. All right, awesome. Pretty soon here, we'll have a whole bunch of beer and tea, which Henry can help with. And, of course, today is the site clearing. So, I will be sending... You voted on an animal pulsar, so I'll be sending Brunona and probably Henry out. Brunona, Henry, Mara, because they move faster than average and they are good shooters, or at least have a passion in shooting. And send those 3 out to pulse and kill the pirates. Henry already has a bed. Ah, Kamisa. Henry Kamisa. Hey, Blue, are you here? Nah, you're not here today. Mara. Okay, yeah, we're good. Ooh, that is a far way to haul a corpse. Hang on, let me forbid these corpses. Lolin is very inefficiently hauling. And as soon as Mara's up and eats a lavish meal, I'm just gonna wake her up because I'm impatient. Oh, never mind. Attacking immediately. We got 3 great bows, a bunch of recurve. They have breach axes. Is this a breach raid though? No, it's not an actual breach raid. So I am going to throw an audible here. And we have pets. We have pests, I should call them, triggering the deadfall traps here, trying to get to my rice, I think. All right, is everybody silent? Animals, go to the ranch. I think I also have another carrier dryad that I need to name. So this raffle's for 2. The first one will be for Henry. The second will be for the, whatever number that is. The second will be for the carrier dryad that we have now, the new one. But these guys gots to run, or they're gonna get killed. So my plan for here is to hit the pulsar and have the animals here do a lot of the work. And that noise you just heard was the raffle. So Kevin, you are going to be Henry, and if you want to rename Henry, just let me know what you want his name to be. I'll name him Kevin for now. And just @tag me. Whose family member is it? It is the brother of Brenona, named Armstrong, and the father of Henry, named Buffalo. I am not going to try to keep them alive. They are... What happens to them happens to them. I'm hoping my carrier Dryads turn around, though. So then the other risk of hitting the animal pulsar is any animals that are within my walls become hostile as well. So I have to be mindful of that. So there's Ibex near Jazz and Codsworth that are going to want to get stompy. Let me turn on this turret and turn on the front turrets to aid. And then Bernona will help with that as well. Codsworth get to cover. The carrier Dryads are being weird again. Okay, so here comes the Muffalo and Boars to stomp these this group. And then down here we have some horses, but I think the southern group is going to be far less suppressed. Now there's some deer, but the southern group is likely to survive, I'd imagine. Is the brother also Bloodlust? I don't think so. I'd imagine not. Oh, why did I clear the... that was foolish. Oh well. Alright, let me do a little perimeter check. So there is a Mad Hunter hare in the backyard, and I think that's the only thing behind my walls that is hostile to me at the moment. Everything else is outside, which means I can rest a little easier. So one of the things I wanted to do is to paint a new zone. Let's call it Behind Walls. Being a little literal here. And this zone is going to be, in the cases of manhunters and stuff like that, where I deem it safe for my people to go. Basically, behind walls. So this will take a moment, but it's worth painting. That way they have, you know, they can freely move about the map in the safe spots. Oh, I'm missing some oh, more trees? Yeah, more trees. Oh my god, stupid cables. Alright. All of this is technically behind walls. The whole... And then this here needs to be roofed off so that in the case of rain, it is effective still. And I'll get that done right now as I think about it. And then if I really want to make it more effective, I need a door on it at the end. So how about we do that as well? I'll just put a door there instead of a thing. That does offer cover to one person, but not that big of a deal. So behind walls, let's keep painting. Nothing like trying to paint inside a circle using a rectangular tool. Who needs treatment? Oh, Kevin's getting haired. Get the hand grenade, Kevin! And everybody's going to be set up to be behind walls now. If only there was like a Photoshop paint tool, right? Is it possible to make a remotely closed door using an auto door? No. Doors only will open and close if a colony-owned pawn, an animal, or a colonist travels through that door. They will change open and close states. So you could make it with, you know, if you had a pet to do it, but it would have to be a pet or a colonist. unless you use mods, and at that point, a remote door is cheating, as far as I'm concerned. Alright, so behind walls is nice and painted, and we're good. It might be a good idea for Bernona to paint little roofs here to stop trees from growing right in front of the doors. So, like, your pets, like the carrier dryads, can trigger the state. And then the other one is going to be Nightbot. Really? Nightbot? Alright, I'll re-roll that for the other carrier dryad. Whoa, they were really effective. That's frightening. Just to make sure, these aren't breachers, right? They have breach weapons, but they're attacking immediately. They're not technically breachers, but I'm a little worried that they're going to breach anyway, given their approach and all that. So what I'm going to do here is rally my forces to be ready for defense. And let's see about that Jazzium. Jazz already has a character, though. No, you had a character, Vera. Vera died. So, yes, you get to be the carrier dryad. Congratulations. I'm just a little worried that I have, like, a hole in my wall, because these dudes seem to be coming straight for my defenses here, as if they know something I don't. Sed, how hurt are you? Sed here might be a little bit of a liability in this fight due to movement speed. No, they're turning around. Let's give them a valid path in, though, so that they don't just decide to smash stuff. So I will turn on one of these turrets to offer as a valid target and open up the deadfall trap cave tunnel thing again to encourage these raiders. Then what I'm going to do is take shelter around the trees for cover. And let me remove this because that is going to be built in like 1,000 streams from now. Realistically. Alright, Sed and Kadath, you can take cover behind because you have short-range weapons. And Noodle, you're going to draw fire out front. So this north group here, I don't remember exactly the number, but let's call it 20-something. So I need to kill 10-something for them to die and leave. And as you can see, I'm pretty sure you can see why oh, you were shooting at Noodle? Not anymore. You can see why I chose the marsh, because the movement speed here is absolutely devastating. Forcing the enemies to move through thick marsh. I don't love that my backdrop is the wall here, but I'll fix that later. Okay, so the first group is fleeing, and the next group is coming in. What is getting punched? I have no idea. I also should look... Oh, you went through my ranch. That's nasty. I don't like that. Again, another reason to have, like, plasteel doors there eventually. Alright, I'm trying to encourage them to shoot at Noodle, who is a shield belt, while everybody else takes cheeky shots of no consequence. Let's back up, because the great bowers are getting cheeky. Alright, the north group might be a little bit easier to deal with than the south group. And if they overrun me, it's not a big deal, because I have a bunch of turrets to fall back to if I need to. So I'm going to keep moving back rather than take injuries. So at this point, what I'm going to do is stick my guys here in the doors for some cover. What I ought to do is to offer up barricades in front of those doors so I can stand in the doors and still gain the benefit of barricades. And Kadath and Set are going to go back too. Alright, all turrets on. And this is why I built them. They're uranium turrets, so they are not flammable, and they're a little bit tougher. And then Noodle, you can be out here as deterrent, or a bullet sponge or something. Alright. Cockroach, are you any good? No. But you'd be a good Psycaster. Okay, so they broke some doors to get out. They broke a lot of doors. It's rude. Right, but let me pay attention to the fight. And they're fleeing. Alright, no more wasted steel. Everybody but Bernona is dismissed. And Bernona, let's see if any of them are good. Nope. Not bad, but I'm really looking for planters. Nope. There are some planters. They're Vaudal, but they are body modder. So, Ratatouille, or whatever your name is, let's see if I can't get you. Thunk, thunk, thunk. 18 hours. What about you? Nope. Alright, let's chase Ratatouille. And take a look out here. Nope. Again, not bad, but not a planter. The reason I'm adding planters is the win condition for this series is to have a lot of dryads and dryad trees, the Gauranlen trees. So that's why I'm making such an effort to have farmers over anyone else. Oh, right. I don't exactly have a prison. Well, this here can be a prison for now. I'll have to figure it out. It's a good job, Bernona. That was like surgical work. And now I'm going to have everybody on the allowed zone, the stay close zone. Thank you for tuning in to the Keepers of the Gauranlen Grove, which originally aired live on Twitch August 2nd, playing version 1.3.3076. If you have any feedback for me, let me know in the comments below. Keep in mind that the series has since ended. And also, I was playing a historical version of RimWorld, and not the up-to-date one. If you would like to catch a live stream of mine, Rhadamant.com has my stream schedule and countdown timer stuff coming stream. Thank you so very much for watching. I hope to catch you in the next episode or an upcoming stream. Farewell, everybody.